From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. Out to the right here to Shepard. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And some room to maneuver. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down. Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Here's Williams to return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Goff's throw complete there to Smith. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 40 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to... Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback. Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, gone. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evening, so for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200 plus right now. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Aleem McNeil in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles. But that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters.
Yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of 1 yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's out right at the 25. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Goff a handoff here to Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Back to throw. Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have it. Down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To the air again. Goff. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Goff on 3rd down. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
2nd and 5 now. Jones. And now here is another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but and
my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Jones now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they get a big smile.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further. Dropped at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Steps away. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. This is Shepard on the catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now Taylor. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Taylor will throw again. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 36 yards.
And the Giants are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. This is Smith with a grab. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Looking for Cooper. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Goff now to throw. It's caught. Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Goff. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Lions, touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. And this is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. This is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. There he goes left side. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right?
Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to Swift again on second down.
Fights through him. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained run.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening it up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter.